Hi everybody, I am back. I just had to take a couple of weeks off. People have noticed that the reviews and the previews have not been coming out as regularly, if not in the last couple of weeks at all, due to a little bit of ill health on my part. So apologies to anybody that's been looking for the previews and the reviews and my thoughts, but I've just been trying to get myself feeling well again. So that is why there has been no uploads in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I'm here with a preview though. This is going to be previewing the Morecambe game, which takes place on Saturday. And I'll be taking a bit between Soccer Punter and the BBC Sport website as well, with leading up to this preview, including the pre-match that David Artell had with Radio Humberside, and also mentioning the youth team that play as well this evening, as this video is being recorded. But what we'll do, we'll get on straight away with the match preview, and we'll first start with using soccerpunter.com, which is normally what I use for these previews, and it's going to flip-flop a little bit between that and the other one. Morecambe's form isn't too bad. 2 wins from their last 5 games in League 2. 2 defeats, 2 wins and a draw in the last 5 games overall. For Morecambe, Grimsby, 2 wins, a draw and 2 defeats in Grimsby's last 5 games. A good win in midweek. In fact, our biggest win in midweek, 5-2 over a bit of a lacklustre Accrington Stanley, but you'll take it any way you like. 5-2, can't fault that. I will tell you that in the last 22 times that Morecambe and Grimsby have played, it is 8-6 in Morecambe's favour, with a goal ratio of 27 goals to 26 in Morecambe's favour. Grimsby have won, on average, that's 27.3% of the matches taken charge, and Morecambe have won 36.4% of the games that have been played. And like I said, we've had 8 draws in that time as well. So it's quite competitive games when you play Morecambe, and the Mariners are like that. In fact, the last 4 have been fairly good in Morecambe's favour, really. In the last season, in the last 2 seasons, Morecambe did the double the last 4 times we've played them, sorry. In 2020, when Morecambe did the double, it was a 3-1 win at the Globe Arena, and it was a 3-0 win at Bundle Park last season. Slightly different though. The Mariners got a 3-2 win at home to Morecambe, and then a 1-1 draw down at Morecambe Stadium. And it's kind of been mixed, but strong games, really. Strong. I won't really call this game a rivalry, but Morecambe and Grimsby, it goes back to one of the first times we played them, which was in November of 2007, when Morecambe got a 2-1 win at Bundle Park. But Grimsby did get their revenge in February of 2008 with a 1-0 win at Morecambe. And if you do fancy a flutter on this, Morecambe are 17-10. The draw is 13-10, and at certain places Grimsby are 3-2 favourites. I class that as close to basically evens, at least near enough. favourite there for Grimsby. And Grimsby have had a 3-game winning run. Only a 2-game losing streak has been our main. Morecambe's has been 5. They've only won 1 game consecutively for Morecambe. Their biggest win was a 3-2 win. Their biggest defeat was a 5-2 defeat. Obviously, Town's biggest defeat was 4-1, twice in fact. And the 5-2 win in midweek was Grimsby's biggest victory. We've scored 1 penalty this season, as have Morecambe. But we haven't had an own goal. Morecambe's had 3 own goals in that, and the top goal scorer is Danny Rose. Denver Hume is the top assist. Ben Tollett is Morecambe's top goal scorer, and Callum Jones is their top assist maker. If you look at the overall league tables, Grimsby Town are I believe we are in 8th. No, we're not. We are in 10th place. But pretty much right outside the playoff places. Well, actually, no, they've got the league. I'm going to take this from the BBC website now. Grimsby are actually 7th in League 2 this season with 28 points. Morecambe lying 22nd with 14 points so far this season. Grimsby could, if results go our way, could end up in the top 4 with a win, and obviously other results would have to sort of go our way. Whereas Morecambe obviously struggling against the drop, but with having 4 points from their last 2 games, actually 7 points from the last 12 available for Morecambe. They have up to 14 points now, along with a minus 12 goal difference, level on points with Carlisle. Grimsby are 1 point ahead of Wimbledon with 27, and Grimsby have 28. It's still very, very tight in League 2 this season. If we look at the form guide of both teams, I'll take you through what the results were. In Morecambe's case, Morecambe have lost 2, and they were 2-1 at Carlisle, 2-1 at home to Carlisle, 1-0 at the league leaders Port Vale against Port Vale, 3-2 win at Ian Holloway Swindon, a 1-0 win at home to Bradford, and then a 2-2 draw at Tranmere. So they've definitely, they've picked up a couple of decent results. Morecambe, Derek Adams seems to really be getting them going. Grimsby, on the other hand, we have obviously won 5 of our last 6 away games. That includes the 1-0 win at Wimbledon. We lost in the trophy 3-2 to Chesterfield. A 0-0 draw between Newport and ourselves. Colchester in that kind of appalling game at Blundell Park, and I wasn't feeling well that day, and the rain was pouring down, and it just wasn't a good game, was it? Colchester came away with a win that day, and obviously last Tuesday, where Grimsby got a 5-2, finally a 5-2 home success, the first one since September the 21st. Finally arrived with that win. So it was a good, it's a difficult game, this, against Morecambe, that is very, very hard to decide. Played 25 games, Morecambe have won 10, Grimsby have won 6, and 9 draws in the process. And like we've said about the 3 previous meetings, 1-1 back in February, last February. Grimsby won 3-2, on November the 11th of last year, and Morecambe obviously winning 3-0. 4 bits of information which the BBC Sport website picked up on, and this is about both teams, of course. Morecambe have won 2 of their last 4 league games against Grimsby, netting exactly 3 goals in both of those victories, as we've spoke about the 3-0 and obviously the other wins they've had there as well. Grimsby Town have won just 1 of their last 8 away Football League games against Morecambe, drawing 5 and losing 2. A 2-0 victory in August of 2019. I remember that game very well when Max Wright, in fact, what a run that was by young Max. I remember getting that away that day. That was under Michael Jolly, of course. Morecambe have failed to win any of their last 11 home league games, drawing 3 and losing 8. That's their longest ever such run in the EFL, which could be a good stat for Grimsby to look at, but also could be, we've got to be on our guard against that. And Grimsby are unbeaten across their last 6 away league games, winning 5 and drawing 1. The last time they have had longer such streak was between September and November of 2016. 7 matches. But it looks like we're basically Morecambe away from matching that record if we can get something. So it's going to be an interesting game. This is really a tough game. I think every game is tough going away. Morecambe is a tight little compact ground. I think a very nice ground, I have to say. Very tight, very compact. Difficult place to go. A bit of unfortunate news though, obviously, is that Terrell Warren will not be available probably up to and including just after Christmas, as he has a little bit of an injury problem. Great to see Jordan Davis back in midweek, scoring from the penalty spot, and great to see him back out there. Obviously, was talk, David Artell mentioned in his pre-match about Matty Carson, with Denver Hume sort of, I'm going to class him as the flying winger. I know he's a wing back, but doing so well. Apparently David has spoke to Matty Carson about the possibility of a loan, probably in January or something like that, and I'd be all for that because Matty's not a bad player at all. He just hasn't been able to break in to the team, so there is talk of a move. If a move looks appealing to Matty and including the club as well, so there could be some outgoing there with Matty Carson. I'll keep an eye on whatever happens in that. Obviously, it's a busy period for the Mariners coming up in December, and through Christmas. A lot at Blundell Park though, which is quite nice to see really. Some tough games coming up as well. And now a score prediction for this game, I don't know. I haven't done one of these for ages. I'm going to be confident here. But one thing I said to a fan who came and spoke to me at the Accrington game, I would like to see him go 2 up top this time at Morecambe. Probably a Beakwoo and Rose. Why not give them a shot up top? I know he plays what seems to be 1 up top, obviously with the 2 wingers. So I'm going to say Svan Thorson will get a goal alongside. I'm going to say Justin Abikwoo. I think if he starts, we'll get the second. in a 2-0 win for the Mariners to strengthen our playoff position. One other little bit of team news, Rakeel Pike is close. He was in contention for the bench. He didn't make the bench midweek, but he might make the bench this coming game. So, I'm going to say 2-0 back to the scoreline. I think it'll be 2-0 to the Mariners. But I also, expect it to be tough. A feeling out period in probably the first 10-15 minutes. Because Morecambe, even though they are down where they are, they have toughened up. And it won't be an easy game to go to Morecambe and get a result. But I'm sure the fans will go down to Morecambe. We'll give them all the support in the world to try and bring back the 3 points. So my prediction is 2-0. Let me know over social media and in the comment section of this video what you think the score is going to be for the Mariners against Morecambe. And just to tag on to the end of this sort of previewing, it is a big night, like I said, as I record this video, it is a big night for the Grimsby Town Youth Boys as they are home this evening in the FA Youth Cup against West Ham's youth team in the FA Youth Cup. A fantastic fixture for the lads to have. They obviously had that great FA Cup run last year. Obviously beating Nottingham Forest at Bundle Park last year, and having another, good cup run and all the good things that Neil Woods does with the Youth Academy. One thing I have to say about Neil Woods, and I've stated this for many a year. Honestly, knowing that he's mainly been with the youth academies, he is probably one of the strongest youth coaches in Britain. He's doing it at Grimsby. He's also doing it at Walsall, and he just keeps bringing on youth players and trying to make it available for the teams. So good luck to the lads tonight against West Ham. Hopefully they can put up a good performance for both the club and themselves, and let's just hope for a good performance for the lads. So good luck to the boys on this evening's game with West Ham, and good luck to the first team lads tomorrow at Morecambe. Let me know down below what you think will happen with the youth team and how you think they're getting on, but also what you think the score will be for the weekend's game at Morecambe. So please do like, share and subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for sticking with me and the guys that came and spoke to me on Tuesday. Again, I will be back with more predictions, and there will be more personal videos coming up on this channel at a later date as well as the football previews and all the stuff you expect and more, hopefully going into the following season as well. There is other things I want to try and do with this channel, and I'm going to work on that. I'm working on things that we can sort of do to make this channel better, because I always want to make the channel better. And any views you guys have on videos you'd like me to do leave the comments down below for me, and I will try and endeavour to try and make them a reality. In the meantime, guys, thank you to listening to my preview for the game at Morecambe. So leave your comments down below, like, share, subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. And in the meantime, guys, I am back. I will see you soon. Up the Mariners. I'll give you a review. I won't be at Morecambe on Saturday. I just want to say that. Can't make it at the moment. So I won't be at Morecambe, but I'll be listening in to see how the Mariners get on. So like I said once again, guys, thank you for sticking with me. I know it's been a while. and we'll get back under the horse, so to speak, on reviews and previews and all that good stuff. In the meantime, guys, up the manners. I'll see you soon. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you with my review of the game Saturday night. In the meantime, guys, see you soon. Up the manners. Here we go again.